Hi everyone, it's Nikita from Persad's Grocery, and I am coming on here to make this video to address some of the questions that I've been getting over the past couple months about what happened to our grocery store. Um, so the biggest reason why I haven't come on to address it is because I am afraid of getting a little over emotional. I opened the grocery store, the physical location in Burford in 2023 because I wanted to bring the Caribbean and West Indian culture to Southwestern Ontario. And it was very ambitious. It was successful to some extent. We had lots of great events. We had great customers. We had some loyal customers. And we had hopes of bringing a hot food table to Burford where we would serve authentic Guyanese cuisine. Um, we did face some troubles getting the proper water filtration system in the building, but that wasn't going to stop us. So we were continuously trying until um, September of last year. My mom passed away, and some of you will recognize her from the store. She used to work during the week, a few days during the week at the store, so you're probably going to miss her smiling face, her kind heart, and her generosity, and all of her knowledge about cooking and Caribbean and West Indian cuisine. Um, so, she was going to be the backbone for the hot food table at the grocery store. I was going to use all of her recipes. Um, and it was a dream that I had. She'd been in hospitality for many years, and I wanted to do something special for our family. So after she passed away, it became very hard to manage the store as well as our three kids. My husband and I have been working our butts off trying to figure out how to navigate through it all. It's been some of the hardest, toughest times for us over the past year. So we have actively been just trying to explore different options, and unfortunately, closing the store was one of the most realistic options for us. We didn't want to do that. We didn't want to lose the store, but it just was not manageable for us. So we decided to pivot. Um, so now, the dream has changed, but it's still very much alive. I have so much more purpose for growing the grocery store. I still want to see it as, the number one Caribbean and West Indian grocery delivery service in Ontario, eventually in Canada, eventually worldwide. Um, that's my hopes and aspirations. Um, one of the reasons why I named the store Persad's was obviously because my last name, my family last name, our legacy will always be the Prasad's legacy, or specifically the Sarju Prasad's legacy. But I recently found out, my mom has a long history of, family trauma dynamics. Her story goes so deep, and I do hope one day that I can share it with the world, because I do want to. I believe that her life was such a remarkable life. She was such an incredible woman. She was so kind and caring, and her story deserves to be told, and I will tell her story through this grocery store. I later found out that her biological father, his last name was Prasad, and that really struck chords with me. Um, you know, Opening the grocery store, I had no idea. I just had a passion for my people, for my culture, for everything that we stood for, being from a country with so many cultural, ethnic backgrounds. It's so incredible, and it's something to be so proud of. I'm so proud of being Guyanese, being a Guyanese woman, being born in Guyana and immigrating to Canada, and being able to bring my Caribbean culture and language and food and music to this country is really what my purpose and my calling is. And I have every hope and aspiration to fulfill that, because that is what God is telling me to do. And the other reason was because Prasad's is one of the largest used, or one of the most common surnames in Guyana. So I knew it was going to relate with so many people, not just in Guyana, but all across the West Indies and the Caribbean, and across the world throughout our diaspora. So the name is so near and dear to me, and I know it represents a lot of other people outside of just me and my family. And I am not only just working so hard to make my mother proud, but also to make my country proud, and my culture and my people proud, and to really never let our culture die. In fact, to enhance it to even greater heights, and have everyone making these dishes and having a part of this culture in their life. Um, so I still have that dream very much alive. So with that being said, yes, I did have to close the store, the physical store, but our online grocery delivery service is still running, and I am operating it every week. I will do some updates on the website with more clear details on which days I'm in which cities. I'm delivering all across Southwestern Ontario and the Greater Toronto Area. So whenever you need your Caribbean and West Indian groceries, whether it be your gilbaka, your duck, your bangamary, your wiri wiri peppers, your shadow benny, your dasheen, whatever it is that you need, your curry powders. I'm going to be expanding the website and including way more products online, so that everything will be readily available to you guys. I am also shipping across Canada, and I will start shipping across the United States and eventually internationally, so that I can get all of these products out to all of diaspora. across the world. That's my goal. I'm driven to continue going. It hasn't been easy losing my mom, changed my whole life. Every day it's a battle between happiness and sadness. Um, but, life does go on. And, she always used to tell me, Nikki, make sure you take care of yourself, and you focus on yourself. And I always used to tell her that everything that I do is for her and for her to have the best life. And one of the last things she said to me was, Nikki, I want you to have the best life. And I said to her, Ma, I already have the best life. And, I'm still angry sometimes. Like, why did God have to do this? But, I know this is all God's work, God's plan. I've learned so much, I've grown so much since my experience with grief, and this type of grief and this level of grief. And it's not easy. It's not easy, but it is possible to navigate through. And I will be a testament to that, because, I said that everything I used to do was for my mom, and now everything that I do moving forward is going to be because of her, and because of everything that she taught me, and because of everything that she showed me, and the love that she showed me. And I am going to exude that same amount of love to all of you guys and to all of my customers, my clients. I'm going to be back out doing events. I'm going to be back out at markets. So, wait for me, guys. Just give me some time. I'm getting back into it. Make sure you place your orders online, www.prasadsgrocery.com. I'm delivering all across the city. So if you guys want to see me, make sure you place those orders online. And, until I see you guys again, I thank you guys so much always for the support, for sticking by me, for sticking by my business, and for helping me through this incredibly difficult time. But I'm so appreciative, and I'm so grateful for all of you. And I can't wait to see what the future has in store for Prasad's Grocery. So you guys stay tuned, stay locked in, and I'll catch you guys again soon.